All right, late night video. We're just off work, but I am talking about this chapter now because anyone who follows my Instagram was seeing me lose my mind in the stories as I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting for the chapter to be released and it never coming. And again, I was slowly going crazy. Woke up this morning, not even conscious. First thing I do is the chapter up. Not yet. Okay. Probably 5 minutes later, is the chapter up. And the chapter eventually came up, and Oda's very mean. I love him so very much with all my heart and soul. Love this man, and he also needs breaks, so Oda needs to take his breaks. But to do this to us, then for the delayed release of the unofficial one, so that's not even his fault. And then to do what he did in this chapter, I wanted to rip my hair out of my head at one point and just scream into a pillow. But it was still a good chapter. It was still good. I knew we weren't, it's too obvious. It's Oda. He's not going to give us all the answers when we think we're going to get it. So of course, it was not in this chapter. We opened the chapter with Vegapunk's message as he's talking to Shaka Vegapunk 1 on the message, and the Marines are like, what the hell is this? What's going on? Vegapunk and Shaka are talking about how they can use the Marines' transponder snails, hijack their broadcast, maximize the strength of the signal, and transmit their message to every single place in the globe, and just use all the transponder snails at once. And then they're talking about how, what happens if someone tries to cut the feed? Well, they're not going to be able to do that. We need to give people time to get the video transponder snails up. So how much time do they need for that? It's going to vary from place to place. How about an hour? And I'm losing my mind. Hair about to be ripped out of my head because that could be anywhere from 10 to 50 chapters before a message is given. If he delayed that message an hour so people could get their video snail comms up, somebody's going to break the transmission somehow. Or in best case scenario, we're not finding it for another 50 chapters. I would not have survived this. Oda's too good of a storyteller, but he would have killed me. But thank God. I think it's Shaka speaks sense into Vegapunk is like, that's too long. We need a shorter interval or someone might interrupt the feed. All right, how about 10 minutes? And I'm like, in real life, going, okay, 10 minutes is good. 10 minutes is good. 10 minutes could be 1 to 2 chapters, like 3 max. We'll get the answer to the message sooner rather than later. So fine, 10-minute delay. Vegapunk's going to make some coffee. Meanwhile, we see the world's reaction to this message being like, isn't that Vegapunk? He must have some really cool new invention to share to us. This got to be big. They don't know. They don't know the world is about to be changed, even though Vegapunk told them that. They probably think he's going to give them some kind of new product that will revolutionize the world and change how they see it and go on in the future. Not, hey, whatever he's going to tell them exactly will bankrupt the crust of the foundation of what you think our world is. I especially love one of them in was it the North Blue? I think was calling him the man who lit up the world. I'm assuming for supplying power to isolated areas, and he's working on unlimited, reusable, recycle, whatever type of power. But he's been doing very well in getting power to other people as well, so I like that. I adore that in the East Blue at Windmill Village Place, they're like, hey, we don't have a visual transponder snail. We should really get one of those. And the guy in charge is just like, and who's going to raise it? Who's going to pay for the cost to raise it up? No, we don't need that. Audio's fine. So I'm wondering if they're going to be missing some important context or information without the video component if they only listen to the audio. I love seeing Rebecca and Vivi. They're adorable. I love them, and I can't wait to see them see the message, because as far as they know, like, Luffy's taken Vegapunk hostage. They don't believe it, obviously, because world government propaganda. But they're going to be interesting to see their reactions to this message. Oh, Iceberg and his new assistant, we see them getting ready to hear it. I can't wait to see his reaction to whatever Vegapunk's going to say. We see Luffy, he's listening to the message as he's so casually holding Kizaru in one hand and hand out on Saturn's face with the other, just holding him back, being like so casual, could not be bothered, and I love it. But then Oda does something, and I'm just like, what's going on? Saturn hears a voice, is thinking, hey, what the hell's going on? We can't let Vegapunk speak freely. And then we see the gorosei back in Marijois, and they're talking like, what the hell is going on? What's he going to say? What's going happening? And then it's just like, I've seen Kizaru shoot him with a deadly blow. Like, he should be dead. There's no way he should be doing this. And they're like, well, he must have this message set up to air upon his death. So Saturn in Egghead is communicating with the other gorosei in Marijois telepathically, I assume, and to have them be confirmed, like, connected mentally. Are they like one entity, just different versions, the same way that Vegapunk is? There's Vegapunk, the satellite, and all his offshoot replications, clones. Are we going into something like that? Are they one mind, all connected? Are they different people, all connected? Is there a hive mind? I love it. I love this. I love it, love it, love it so very much. I'm also obligated to say I still don't think Vegapunk is dead. I don't trust Oda to actually kill any of his characters, really. So as far as I'm concerned, Vegapunk's mind has been uploaded to Punk Records, or it's distributed within the other Vegapunks, and it can just be taken out, reformulated to make Vegapunk as we've known him. So this version has not been lost. I feel he just gotta get re-uploaded somewhere. Oh, I forgot. We also seen Dragon and everyone in the Revolutionary Army. But Dragon is remembering Shaka and him saying, I think I'm going to die soon. So both Vegapunk and Vegapunk 1 have since been killed now. So remembering that, whether or not he's remembering a fallen friend or a lost ally, or, oh, this is all part of the plan that he or we have set up. Interested to see how it's going to play out totally. Cut to Luffy being an absolute menace, and I love it. He is sick and tired of Kizaru and Saturn. Uses, a Booming Dawn symbol and, like, smashes them together. Toon Force in full power. They are flat as pancakes, smashed together. And then he spins them around like a pizza, sends them flying into a ship. Kizaru is down. He is out. If he gets up, I'm shocked. Like, all the power to him. If he's able to stand up after that, I don't believe it. Saturn, however, comes back for more. And Luffy's like, why won't you just stay down? But then, he needs to, Saturn says, I will complete the summoning, as they know that they have to target Vegapunk, and apparently Saturn can't do it alone. Black lightning strikes the ground, and the next thing we know, there are 4 other summoning circles around him. I'm pretty sure he just summoned the other 4 gorosei. We were having a little bit of trouble here with the 1, and now we are going to have all of them, possibly all in demon form. I want to know what they're all going to look like in said demon form. Are they actual demons? Because I want to go to the underworld. Give me the underworld. Give me actual demons. We seen vague glimpses of their forms when Sabo went to Marijois, and I'm most interested in the one who is climbing down the walls. That just looks like it's going to terrify me, and I can't wait to see it. There's one that looks like a bird that could be pretty cool. No idea what kind of demon forms that they'll have. Saturn's kind of vaguely remembers an ox oni, so it's like an ox and spider legs going on. I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait. So they're all going to be here. They're going to go after Vegapunk's command center that's broadcasting the signal that's under the barrier. I am going to die because we have to wait. There's a break week next week, and we don't even know. Like, I don't expect to get the full message, obviously, in one chapter, but I don't even trust that it's going to start next chapter. And I just want to know. I just want to know what's going to happen. It's driving me crazy. What are Void Sentry, ancient weapon, attack, was it 200 years ago? For some reason, I'm stuck with something with the Fishmen and Joy Boy's promise and failed promise to the Fishmen, and somehow that being related to the Iron Giant's most recent attack on Marijois before it's randomly powered down. I don't know why. That's just hung up in my head, and I think it's going to be related. The name of the Void Sentry Kingdom, the original war, something, the ancient weapons. It could be stuff we already know about. It could just be presenting the world government and the Celestial Dragons as terrible people. Here's all the proof that's happened to them. Here's the genocides they've committed. Here's what they do with your Celestial Dragons offerings. I it could be stuff we already know about. It doesn't have to be a big reveal. I want a big reveal. I want to know more about the Void Century, but it could easily just be anything we already know about, present it to the world, and everyone could just lose their mind and be like, that's who's in charge of us? No. Revolution. Join the Revolutionary Army. I don't know. I want to know what Vegapunk's going to tell everybody. I want to know what the gorosei are going to look like in demon form. Maybe there's going to be a twist and it's not even the other It's going to be the gorosei. It can't be. What else could it be? What else could it be? I got nothing. I got nothing else. I am over the moon excited. Love this chapter, but I am desperate for more. And the fact that this one came late, just to point out, I have now paid for Rosetta Stone. I've reactivated or started using my Duolingo account again. And I called my parents and had them hunt down my Intro to Japanese 101 textbook that I never did use. I just kind of bought it. And yeah, so that's being mailed to me. So I want to attempt to get decent enough to translate the raw scans if they're ever late. I feel like it's going to take a couple years to get to that point, and I hope One Piece never ends. So hopefully I do get to that point. All right, that is all I got. Talk to you later. Yeah, bye.